Thank you for joining us for this AIM session, Power Up for the Unpredictable. Get ready to overcome any market change. My name is Mark Brousseau. I'm an industry analyst specializing in document automation. I'm pleased to be joined today by Sushil John, Vice President of Marketing and Strategy for IBML. There's no question that the business world is changing in unpredictable ways. Disruption abounds, new ways of working, new operational challenges, new risks. Sushil, how has the disruption in the way that business gets done affected the way that they capture and manage their mission critical information?
Mark, firstly, it's a pleasure joining you today for this discussion. Unfortunately, we are still having to do this on a virtual meeting. I hope very soon we all can get together in person and have this meeting in person. It would have been much more interesting, much more presentable to the viewers today. But this is how things are done today. And this is something we've got used to as a change over the last year. Keeping in line with your question, Mark, I believe the last year with pandemic hitting us has further highlighted the unpredictable nature of business we are in today. And more importantly, what we need to do to manage our businesses and make it resilient and adaptable to the changes that are coming our way. The truth is, it is impossible for us to forecast and predict what is coming. Last year was the pandemic, and sometimes it is regulations, and other times competition. These external forces are not in our control. But what we can do is plan to build our business and solutions to be agile and adaptable to the changing needs. Now, let me jump to your very specific question about in the context of information capture. Specifically in the context of information capture, while we still see numerous customers are stuck with their legacy capture solution, yet many are agile and are moving their systems and processes to the cloud to make it adaptable and responsive to changes. Also, we found with increased remote working, providing secure access to capture, retrieve, and manage business documents is critical to enable remote working, while ensuring proper governance and chain of custody of documents and processes itself. This is also leading to increased need to move some of the decentralized capture processes to centralized capture, thus also increasing opportunities for our BPO customers.
Sushil, how prepared were most organizations to deal with all this disruption? What challenges are they facing when it comes to capturing and managing their mission critical information?
Mark, for most organizations, digital transformation has been top of mind for some time now, and last year has highlighted the need and, in fact, accelerated implementation in many ways relative to their digital transformation efforts. However, when it comes to information capture, I believe majority of organizations are still using legacy capture solutions for no fault of theirs, simply because they're intertwined in their processes. However, some of the challenges our customers face with these legacy systems are lengthy deployments because of all the different types of resources needed, whether it's people, whether it's infrastructure, whether it's servers, all those type of infrastructure and resources needed to make it happen. Inaccurate capture caused by lack of modern technologies like artificial intelligence or machine learning that helps improve accuracy, missed customer expectations, employee burnout doing repetitive tasks, paying for capabilities they don't need. As a result, no doubt they have sophisticated system with lots of bells and whistles, but increases cost, increases training and adoption needs, and leading to poor user experience and lengthy and costly deployments itself. This is only the start of what customers could experience if their current processes aren't built to handle big changes.
All across the enterprise, organizations are accelerating their digital transformation initiatives because of the disruption that has occurred over the past year. The goal is to eliminate manual, repetitive tasks that drain company resources and waste employee time and free up staff to focus on value-added activities, things like data analysis that will help position the business for growth in the recovery to come. In fact, a recent study by Accenture found that 75% of CFOs believe that their company's future could be in jeopardy if they don't scale technologies such as artificial intelligence fast enough. And to give you some idea of how important digital transformation is to the future viability of businesses, 60% of CFOs are now leading their organization's digital transformation initiatives. So, Sheil, to you, what do you believe are the risks for organizations that don't modernize the way they capture and manage their mission critical information?
Customers could try to scale up their current infrastructure to meet demand, but in most cases, it takes months to be able to add more servers and licenses, then a lengthy implementation deployment phase, and by then, they could miss the market opportunity. And what if, after months of scaling up, customers experience a sudden drop in volume? Then they're permanently trapped with a ton of on-premise infrastructure. Customers need a more flexible approach to document processing. Many are looking to the cloud to solve these problems because it's promising and it's much more dynamic and easier to scale as their situation changes. As an agile information solution, customers need to look for solutions where they should only pay for what they use, both in terms of feature functionality, also in terms of actual documents processed through the system. It should allow them to scale to process higher volumes based on seasonality or changing business needs, yet not have to necessarily carry the burden of infrastructure needed or pay for the software licensing required for those peak volumes. It should be simple and easy to deploy. Make sure it can take advantage of citizen users' knowledge to train itself as new exceptions come into the system. Ensure the system is easily extensible. However broad your solution is, it is bound to have gaps in capabilities, and an easily extensible solution can take advantage of other cloud services for gap in its capabilities. Last but not the least, not all cloud solutions are the same. When you want to move to the cloud, look for a solution that is cloud native. That is a solution that is born in the cloud to take advantage of cloud technologies.
Sushil, what do you believe are the key components of an information management tech stack that can prepare the organization for anything?
Great question, Mark. Going forward, the key pieces of information management tech stack I believe customers should demand for are following. First and foremost, if they have a platform that combines capture, process automation, and content services, you're already covering a good part of the information management lifecycle. And then you need to ensure you pick a cloud-native solution that enables scalability and security with technologies like containerization and microservices capabilities. Look for solutions that use machine learning and AI algorithms that learn from users and improve accuracy of capture over time, minimizing human errors. Make sure it can take advantage of technologies like RPA, robotic process automation, to eliminate repetitive tasks or enable integration into legacy backend systems without having to go through expensive integration processes. Leverage your investment in technologies, Microsoft technologies like SharePoint or Azure Content Services, so that customers don't have to additionally invest in proprietary content management solutions. Last but not the least, choose a platform that is cloud native. This will also bring you easy extensibility to take advantage of best-in-class cloud services that solve for specific technologies such as voice recognition or cursive handwriting recognition, which can be used in bespoke applications. At ibml, we built our platform using the above technologies under the three key pillars of capture, process, and manage.
Sushil, how hard is it to integrate the type of platform you're describing with legacy enterprise systems?
That's a very important question again, Mark. Ultimately, your information management system is not a silo by itself, right? It needs to interact with other line of business systems, your ERP systems, or other solutions. So when customers can't solve their problems with one platform, they're forced to string multiple platforms together. Besides creating an integration nightmare, this also creates more openings for security risks, higher service costs, and more opportunities for error. So looking for a solution that is pre-built with capture, RPA, and content services covers a large part of your information management lifecycle. Additionally, the advantage of choosing a cloud-native solution is it is relatively more easily extensible, and as such, building custom connections using simpler RESTful APIs is faster and easier to develop to integrate with current enterprise solutions such as Microsoft or other ERP or line of business systems in the backend. Of course, if your cloud native information management solution is already built on Microsoft Azure stack, then it already has simple, easy integrations specifically into Microsoft technology stack itself.
Want to prepare your information management organization for anything? Well, here's a couple of things to get you started. First, consider your critical issues. What are you trying to solve today? And what are you trying to solve in the future? Also think about where your organization is going to be over the next several years. These are foundational technologies that Sushil is describing. They aren't the type of technology you'll deploy and throw away. So look for solutions that will grow with your organization and help you meet your needs over time. Additionally, you want to be sure that your solution has advanced technologies that will eliminate those manual repetitive tasks. It doesn't make much sense to deploy technologies and still have lots of manual tasks such as keying information, chasing down information, and shuffling paper. Additionally, you want to make sure that the technologies you're evaluating will integrate seamlessly with your legacy systems, whether it's an ERP or CRM or an accounts payable system. These enterprise systems require data to drive value. And this is one sure way to achieve ROI. What's more, you want to make sure that the platform you're looking for prepares you for anything. So does it provide accessibility? Is it available 24/7? Is it in the cloud? You want to make sure that your users, whether they're across town or across the globe, have information, access to the information they need to do their jobs. And that goes same for your customers as well. Sushil, any advice that you'd like to share with our audience today?
Sure, Mark. Mark, thought of replacing current legacy solutions that are deeply intertwined in multiple processes within an organization can sometimes be overwhelming and a daunting task to most leaders. Also, many times as leaders, we dismiss and procrastinate thinking, if it is working today, why break it? This is exactly what leads to lack of preparedness to face the unpredictable. Yet, if you as a leader recognize and acknowledge the benefits of changing to a modern cloud-native SaaS solution, I recommend to start small. Don't think about ripping and replacing your current solution. Instead, look for a new or smaller use case and deploy the new technology to learn from it. Realize the benefits of faster deployment and better return on investment and faster return on investment. Once you're convinced, then you can proceed to add other applications and use cases. After all, that is the advantage with cloud SaaS solution. You can scale at your will. Also, you only pay as you go and pay for what you use. To leave the audience with a final thought, Mark, I'd like to use the analogy this little analogy, right? What do we do when we're driving on the road, right? We keep accelerating and keep driving down the road. But when we see a bend in the road, what do? We tend to take our legs off the accelerator, slow down, and take the turn, take the bend, right? This is our natural behavior. If the same us, if we were in a racetrack trying to race, not all of us are racers, not all of us are good at it, but what does the racer try to do? You're in a competitive situation. He looks at the bend and he sees an opportunity. He sees an opportunity to accelerate and overtake his competition. So this little bend we've got with the COVID situation or with any other unpredictable change that's coming our way, we need to think about it as a bend of how we take advantage of, right? And you can only do this if you're prepared for the unpredictable. There's no amount of preparation that's going to help us get there, right? But if we build our systems and solutions that are agile and can adapt to the changes as we go, we start gaining control over these little bends that come in our life, and we are able to use it to our advantage than to our disadvantage. Thanks, Mark, for having me today and for joining me today in this discussion.
Thank you so much. We hope to talk to you all and see you all soon.